One of the key responsibilities of process engineers is preparing a line list based on P and ID drawings. This task can be both time-consuming and prone to errors. However, generating an accurate and reliable line list is often postponed until after the modeling stage. This allows all the latest design and construction changes to be incorporated, while also enabling the line list to be generated automatically with minimal risk of errors. Every pipeline has a head and a tail. These connection points can be linked to one of three elements. First, an equipment nozzle. Second, another pipeline. And third, no connection at all, such as a blind flange. A line list is essentially a report that shows where a pipeline starts and where it ends. In the report, these locations are typically identified by the from and to columns. Other line list information, such as the fluid abbreviation, serial number, piping class, size, and finishing code, can be extracted directly from the line number itself. Therefore, there is usually no need to report additional parameters such as pspec, hbor, and similar attributes. The workflow can be divided into two parts: work in AVEVA E3D and post-processing in Microsoft Excel. Let's start with E3D. The first step is to verify the head and tail connections of the main branch for all pipelines. As you can see, each pipe contains a main branch named B1, along with side branches used for vents, drains, and instrumentation connections. For line list generation, only the main branch is important, and both its head and tail must be properly connected. The second step is to check the equipment nozzles within the hierarchy. Equipment nozzles should be modeled directly under the main equipment object, not within a sub-equipment. Otherwise, the generated report may not be accurate. The third step is generating a standard report. From the command line, in the Tools menu, enter the following command to launch the standard report window. Select New, choose a location to save the report file, and then complete the settings as shown. The most important parameters used in this report are owner of href and owner of tref. These parameters identify what the head and tail of a pipeline are connected to. For example, if the head is connected to a T, the report will return the owner of that T, which is typically another pipeline. If the head is connected to an equipment nozzle, the report will return the owner of that nozzle, which is the equipment name itself. Finally, navigate to the desired zone and click Apply to generate the report. Now it's time for the second part of the process: editing the generated report in Microsoft Excel. Open the report file in Excel to launch the text import wizard. In this window, carefully check the column breaks to make sure all the data is properly separated into columns and that no information is lost during the import process. Once everything looks correct, click Finish to load the data into Excel. The first column displays the branch name. The second column shows the head, or the starting point of the line, and the third column represents the tail, or the end point of the line. Next, we need to keep only the branches labeled B1 in the first column and remove all the others. Select the first column header and, as demonstrated, filter and delete all branches except B1. You can also remove the /B1 suffix from all entries, leaving only the line names for a cleaner line list. Additionally, the term unset refers to a blind flange and can be replaced with closed end for better clarity and consistency. And that's it. You've just learned one of the simplest methods for generating a line list. If you found this tutorial helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us create more practical engineering tutorials and educational videos in the future.